Hello and welcome to AWS Purpose-Built Database Strategy, the right tool for the right job, as part of the AWS Innovate Online Conference. My name is Blair Layton and I'm the Business Development Manager for Database Services in Asia Pacific. I'll be taking you through how the database market is changing, why you should be considering using the right database for the right job, and providing an overview of some AWS database services. The database market is changing considerably. From the 1970s to the 2000s, relational databases reigned supreme. However, in the 2000s, as the internet grew, people started to hit problems with relational databases. This resulted in Amazon developing the Dynamo technology and an associated paper that was published in 2007 that led to the development of DynamoDB in 2012. We have seen a number of other new databases released around this time, such as MongoDB, Riak, Cassandra, and CouchDB. This means that there is far more choices in the database market today than there has ever been before. Now let's take a look at a traditional application and database architecture still in use today, especially in the enterprise market. You have a client tier accessing an application or web tier, then the access to the relational database. That database is used for all workloads and all types of data, whether it is simple key value access, complex queries, or even heavy query analytics that require full table spans. The one relational database is expected to perform all these tasks effectively. Over the years, as new types of workloads and data have evolved, the relational database has evolved with these demands to be the Swiss Army knife of database. But is it trying to do too much? When deploying applications in the cloud, we believe that you should choose the best database or data store for the workload, rather than try to expect one monolithic database to do it all. If you have a lot of read requests on a set of data, then it is more suited to be placed in a cache. Simple key-value data, like checking the status of a package delivery, can be pushed into a NoSQL database. Analytics can be moved to a dedicated data warehouse. Logging in the database is something that we see quite a lot of, but it can take up more space than the core application data over time, so it's best to move it out of the database. Searching of data should be allocated to a database that is specialized in this task, such as Elasticsearch. There is still a core responsibility for transactional systems for the relational database, especially when complex queries are needed with traditional relationships and joins. When building your applications, you should look at the characteristics of your application requirements to select the right database. If you need referential integrity with strong consistency for your transactions, then a relational database is still the best database for the job. If you just need simple key-value-based queries that operate very fast and have a very high throughput, then a NoSQL database like Amazon DynamoDB will be a good fit. Documents, such as those represented by JSON, are now a common storage requirement. And if you need to index and process these documents, then DynamoDB supports the document model too. In an interconnected world, you may find that relationships you try to model look more like a graph. For example, in a social media application, there's relationships between people. To help solve these problems, we have a new database in the preview called Amazon Neptune. For caching requirements, we support Redis and Memcache too. Finally, if you need a search capabilities, then Elasticsearch, as I mentioned before, is a great database for the job. At AWS, we have a large set of database services for the workloads that I just went over, but there are many other aspects of data management and processing that we can help you address too. If we start from the bottom on this slide, you can see that we have a number of services to help move data around, whether that is for relational databases with the database migration service, physical storage with Snowball, or streaming data through Kinesis. At the next level, customers are building data lakes on our object storage services, S3 and Glacier. Glue is a service from ATS that provides ETL capabilities and a data catalog to help you find and manage your data in your data lake. Moving up again, we have operational